Alright, quick update on crypto.com. Let's start off with the macro terms. So just to fill you in, most of my analysis is going to be based on the fact that crypto.com is backtesting this double Fibonacci region that we have between the 45 cent and the 48 cent. The reason this is a double Fibonacci, you can see the bottom level down here at the 45 cent. This is the Fibonacci if we draw from the start of crypto.com's bull run when the Matt Damon ads initiated, and it basically went on a massive tear from about 14 cent all the way up to pretty much $1. If we draw the Fibonacci from the top, or if we draw it from the bottom to the top, and we have the top correlating to the candle body close up here at the 90 cent region, we get our first 618 Fibonacci down here at the 45 cent. Drawing all the way to the top, you can see our second Fibonacci region comes to about 49 cent. So we've got this big red box. This is kind of like a double Fibonacci region that I have been highlighting. I have been saying, in my opinion, this is the most important level, and the most important level to me, in my opinion, was this lower 618 Fibonacci from the candle body close. This is the 45 cent. Once we did break above this, we were extremely bullish. I even started talking about potentially adding a very small amount to my crypto.com portfolio. Do bear in mind, you know, we have a very nice potential trade coming in of 47% increase for crypto.com, but do bear in mind I am slightly biased. I do hold a somewhat large bag of crypto.com. It takes up approximately 13% of my portfolio, which is a very high amount for me to have in an altcoin, at least in my opinion. That's my trading plan. Most of my crypto is in Bitcoin, is what it is, but nonetheless, like I said, we've got this double Fibonacci, double 618, double golden pocket, whatever you want to call it, between the 45 to 49 cent. And this is just a quick update to let you know, I mean, we are heading up, we're looking good. This is the more mid to macro term looking on the daily chart. But if we come over to the 4-hourly chart, draw from this bottom to when we started to head up, you can see we back tested the 0.5 and we're having a very strong impulse. We're currently, we basically went all the way up from the 0.5 Fibonacci, blasted through the 382, blasted through the 236. We back tested it on the last 4-hourly candle that we had. When was this? 16. So this was approximately 4 or 5 hours ago. We back tested this. Then if we come down to the slightly lower time frames, you can see we are having a somewhat decent bounce on the hourly candles. So just a very quick update to let you know, market structure is extremely bullish in my opinion for crypto.com still. The best case scenario, which is what I've been talking about, has been happening. We've broken above this double fib region. We've come back down. We've back tested the bottom Fibonacci sequence at the 45 cent region. We've started to head up. Now, I personally think the most bullish scenario would be to have a break above this 49 cent, come back down and back test the 49 cent, and then start to head up. We would have then double back tested this double 618 Fibonacci sequence, which is absolutely extremely bullish. We would have confirmed that the macro market structure on crypto.com is bullish in pretty much whichever way you draw it, whichever way you want to slice it. We would have double back tested both the 618s. You can basically see this 618 sequence is a very key area of support and resistance, and once we do break above the 49 cent, I think we are going to have a massive face tear. So I am personally just waiting for the break above the top of this 618 Fibonacci sequence. Once we do have a daily close, because I believe if we come down, we only had candle wick closes above the top 618 Fibonacci region on the 4-hourly candles. We never had a daily close. You can see this was a very strong area of resistance. On the daily, we came back down, perfectly back tested my other 618 Fibonacci region, started to head up, and you can still see this is a slight area of resistance. We haven't managed to crack above this on the daily, and by the daily I mean we have had a wick above it, but we still haven't managed to put in a daily close above the top 49 cent double 618 Fibonacci sequence. So I'm keeping an eye on the 49 cent. Once we do have a break above 49 cent, I'd be looking for a daily close, back test of the 49 cent, and once we start to head up, you know, a cent or two, I will be entering a trade for crypto.com, because I don't believe there is really anywhere to get stuck on for crypto.com until we do come up to this 1.618 Fibonacci extension region. That is all the way up between 66 to 67 cent. Pardon me. And from where we are now, that is basically a 37% increase. So a very nice trade that we have going on right now. Keep an eye on the 49 cent. This is your moon line. Once we close a daily above the 49 cent, I will be extremely bullish. But just so you know my perspective on the market already, I am very bullish on Crypto.com. The fact that we've managed to get above this first major 618 Fibonacci sequence, come up a little bit higher, had a slight rejection on the top 618, come back down, back test this Fibonacci, which was previously very strong resistance here, we basically had a dead cat bounce above this here. This was very strong resistance. This was support here, resistance here, support once we flipped it here. So all in all, this big 618 Fibonacci region that I've been talking about, the double fib, this is so important. This is the major level to keep your eyes on. Also, if I'm just drawing you a little bit of hopium, it does seem like we do have a bull flag type structure. Let me make sure that we've actually, yeah, so I mean, drawing this to the candle body closes, bit of a, I mean, to be fair, this is a pretty nice bull flag that we've got going on, and it does seem like we've just poked our head above the top of this bull flag in the last hour or so. So this could be a very nice breakout trade. Once again, you know what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for a daily close above the 49 cent. Once we do that, I will be backing up my bags on Crypto.com. I will be expecting a 37% trade. Obviously, none of this is financial advice. It's just how I plan on navigating the market. And yeah, if you're holding Crypto.com, best of luck to you. Once again, none of this is financial advice. It's just my own opinion on the market. And you've always got to do what's best for you. Cowboy out. Peace.